Swing. Throw it, I say! Throw it!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Greetings and welcome everyone here to the AWA, coming to you from the Showboat. Tonight we will see some of the premier talent in the world of professional wrestling as part of AWA Wrestling here on the Nation Network.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. I'm aboard, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
All right, we are ready to kick things off here, AWA. The premier wrestling organization anywhere in the world today. As we take a look at Stan the Lariat Hansen heading up the ramp, and I'll tell you what, Stan the Lariat Hansen is no one to be trifled with. This big tough Texan, former AWA World Heavyweight Champion. It's only a matter of time, according to him, before he gets that championship belt around his waist once again. From Borger, Texas, weighing in at nearly 300 pounds. Going to take one heck of a force to stop this man. And here tonight, he'll be going one-on-one against the man formerly known as Leon White, now goes by the name of Vader. Saying this Leon White, he is a massive individual as well. This is going to be an absolute showcase match, and this is just to kick off the night. Later tonight, the World Heavyweight Champion Rick Martell will be in action in a non-title match against one of the top contenders, Nick Bockwinkel. Don't want to miss that one. Big opportunity for Nick Bockwinkel. Again, former AWA World Heavyweight Champion in his own right, looking to get that title back. Larry Zbyszko will also be in action later on tonight as he takes on the young and upcoming superstar, Kurt Hennig. Well, I thought he was pretty devastating when he was Leon White, but he's even more intimidating now as the man they call Vader. The biggest, the best, and the baddest right here on AWA Wrestling. All of the AWA action tonight coming to you from Las Vegas, the Showboat Sports Pavilion. Waiting on the referee, and here we go. Wait just a moment. Looks like we've got some company here. Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, he and Hansen have had some battles in recent weeks. Hansen not at all happy to see Sergeant Slaughter here ringside, and Slaughter says just pay attention to the man in the ring. Probably some good advice. Slaughter says, I'm just going to sit here and watch the match. All right, the bell sounds, action's underway, and here we go. Vader takes him off in a quick power slam. Look at this. Hansen really up against the biggest challenger he's ever been up against. This is somebody who can match him hold for hold, move for move, and definitely in power. You take a look at Vader, also near 300 plus pounds. But he can do things that a big man shouldn't be able to do. We've seen him come off the top rope with some amazing feats. Belly to back suplex, and look at this. The lariat just went for the ride, and you don't see, look at it, deadlifting him off the canvas, manhandling Stan Hansen. And normally Hansen is on the other side of this equation. German suplex. Oh, this Vader is for real, and Hansen's not sure what just happened. Vader stomping Hansen into the corner, and right now the lariat having a really hard time getting any kind of momentum whatsoever. Back body drop, and there goes Vader. Let's see if Hansen now bouncing the head. Right off that mat. That'll give you a concussion. Now Hansen trying to separate the neck, perhaps, of Vader, and look at him staring down Sergeant Slaughter at the same time. As Slaughter said earlier on, you better pay attention to the man in the ring. There's a big clothesline by the big Texan. And now Hansen with a shot to the back. And Vader in trouble. Head first down to the mat he goes. Up in the air and couldn't hold him. Nice belly to back suplex right there by Vader. Oh, good Lord. Crushing down into the torso. Hansen in a lot of trouble. I don't think we've ever seen him in this kind of condition before. We've seen him go up against some big tough guys like Bruiser Brody, but I've never seen him getting manhandled the way he is right here tonight by Vader. And now the reversal sends Vader over the top rope. And now look at him. One hand shoving Stan the Lariat Hansen off and back to the ground. And now, look at this, out on the floor, Hansen and Sergeant Slaughter going head-to-head, but from behind Vader. And he just about knocked him out cold. Slaughter seems to be happy with what he's seeing here. Now he's heading back, perhaps, to the locker room here. Hansen has no one to blame but himself. He should have been paying attention to the opponent. Slaughter, whether you like his presence there or not, was not involved in the match. Oh, look, Vader's got him down, and he's got that arm trapped up. Hansen able to barely get out in time. You could have broken elbow with that one. Definitely would have taken something out of its joint, to say the least. And now Vader, what's he got in mind here? Setting up. Oh, my goodness. The big splash. And Hansen is in a world of trouble right now. Vader pulling back on the chin, looking for a submission. Referee wants to know if Stan Hansen's going to give up. I don't know that I've ever seen Hansen submit. Hansen tries to roll him over for a quick cover. You've got to do a lot more damage than that. Look at Vader fighting his way back up. These two beasts going head-to-head, punch for punch. Oh, and now Vader lands hard on the cement floor here in Vegas. Hansen follows him out there. And attacks the knee. Smart move right there by Hansen. Take one of the legs away from this big man, and he's not going to be the same threat. Crowd here at the Showboat on their feet. And a big elbow drop right there by Stan the Lariat Hansen. Sends Vader back in. Vader now comes up with a nice move of his own right there with that fireman carry. Oh, good Lord, just chopping down the chest of Hansen. And now Vader moving all the way up to that top rope. And as I mentioned, I've seen him do some amazing things. There it is. That variation of the moonsault, and he connects. That might be enough to score a major victory right here over Stan the Lariat Hansen, and he does. What an unbelievable opening match we just saw here tonight. I'm sure Stan Hansen is going to blame the presence of Sergeant Slaughter on the outcome, but I'm not so sure. Take a look at this. Near 300 plus pounds off that top rope. Good Lord, that's it. When that connects, it's over. Tremendous victory for that man right there, Vader. We'll be back with plenty more AWA wrestling action here on the Nation Network. Stay with us.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts. You give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest hockey action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41.
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blazed Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you.
All right, we are back, wrestling fans, with more AWA wrestling action, courtesy of the American Wrestling Association here on the Nation Network. Making his way down to the ring at this time, Chick Donovan. Gonna have to earn his money here tonight. Chick Donovan, what you'd call a journeyman, making his way throughout the world of professional wrestling, getting a ton of experience by going up against some of the biggest and best names in the world of professional wrestling worldwide. He's going to add another name to that list right here tonight as we get ready to take a look at gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Oh, and here we have it. He had said a week ago that he had a surprise for all of us, and I think now we see exactly what that surprise is. Coming with him down the aisle, apparently his valet. This is the woman we've been hearing about, Precious. Well, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin be the first one to tell you his mama really outdid herself when she made him. Chick Donovan comes up. Look at this with a quick crucifix attempt. Almost got a pinfall. I can see Jimmy Garvin perhaps taking this match lightly considering Chick Donovan's win-loss record. And right now, Donovan perhaps taking all those lessons learned that Precious ringside shouting words of encouragement to her man, as well as some instructions, I am sure. And Donovan doing a hell of a job here early on, going toe-to-toe with Jimmy Garvin. Double leg takedown, and now mounts the top with those hammering fists. I don't think Jimmy Garvin knows what to make of Chick Donovan here tonight. Donovan with that nice neck breaker right there, and Jimmy Garvin is in a whole world of trouble. Belly to back suplex, nicely done by Garvin. And now let's see if gorgeous Jimmy can follow it up. But Chick Donovan seems to have an answer for everything so far. Nice knee right to the midsection. Chick Donovan goes for the ride, and now attacking the back. And you see Precious at ringside real happy with what's happening in the ring. Garvin wants him back up on his feet from the middle rope. What's Jimmy going to do? Shoulder, no, cross body. Oh, that drove the wind right out of the sails of Chick Donovan. Now Garvin playing to the crowd. I'm not sure that's the smart thing to do. Chick Donovan is there. Nice neck breaker by gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Well, it wasn't the start that he wanted, but he's really rebounded quite nicely in the last couple of minutes of this one. Donovan tried to go behind, and that does not happen. Irish whip to the ropes. Garvin back out front, taken down with a big shoulder tackle. Nicely done by Chick Donovan. Goes to that middle rope, winding up for an elbow perhaps. Fist drop right to the head of gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Snap suplex takes Garvin all the way over, and Precious watching. Not sure how much she can say to her man right now. He is really on the receiving end of the punishment. Here's another belly to belly right in the middle of the ring by Chick Donovan. That might be enough for a win. He's got Garvin up across the shoulders. Wow, what a gut buster that one was. Chick Donovan having a career night at the expense of gorgeous Jimmy Garvin here at the Showboat. Stalking him, waiting for his opportunity. Donovan, what's he going to do here? Has him up in the air. Is he going to face first, plants him? This will be a massive upset right here if he can pull it off. There's one, there's two, and Garvin got a shoulder up somehow. Oh, this crowd anticipating an upset win on their feet. Chick Donovan now. Oh, look at Garvin. He doesn't know what to make of things, and now Garvin letting the crowd know that he's not done yet, but another big mistake in my book right there. You should not be turning your back on the man who just about put you away. Looked like Donovan went for it again, and this time Garvin says no thank you. Garvin has him up, and there's that brain buster. That's Garvin's finishing maneuver. We'll see if that's enough to keep Chick Donovan down. Hooks the leg. Referee is in position for one. There's two, and Donovan gets a shoulder up. Oh, this one's interesting. I'll tell you right now, fans. You thought the opening match was back and forth. This one wasn't supposed to be. I think most people expected Jimmy Garvin would have been done with Chick Donovan by now, but Chick Donovan, he's got other plans. Garvin continues to try to wear him down. And Donovan now rings that arm, and down goes Jimmy Garvin. Hook of the leg, thinks he might have gorgeous Jimmy. There's one, there's kicks out before the count of two. Precious doesn't look so happy at ringside right now with the way things are going for her man. I can guarantee you she had a game plan, and none of this is fitting that game plan. Big elbow drop. And Garvin with a fireman carry, nicely executed right there, keeps him back in the game. Donovan is up. Garvin brings him over. What's he going to do with him? Head first into the turnbuckle. Oh, Chick Donovan's been split wide open. He is gushing blood. Hook of the leg. Garvin using the ropes. Referee does not see it. There's one. There's two. And somehow Chick Donovan's still able to kick out. Garvin sends him into the turnbuckle. That blood streaming down the face now. Chick Donovan. Gorgeous Jimmy perches him up on the top rope. Let's see what he's going to do from here. As the arm drags him all the way back out to the middle, and Precious much happier now with the way things are going. Garvin standing him up, and now let's see what he's got in mind. Snapmare takedown. And Garvin going to work on the arm of Chick Donovan. Referee might have to get around, take a look at that cut, as that blood is starting to stream into the eyes of Chick Donovan. If he can't see, then for his own safety, the referee might have to stop the match. Garvin getting him back up again, boot to the midsection. Oh, drops him with that DDT. It matches over, but Garvin again taunting the fans instead of going for the win. Not sure what he's thinking here. Garvin has him up. Cross knee backbreaker. Chick Donovan is just about done. And Garvin, the brain buster again. And it's in the middle of the ring. He'll go for the cover here, I'm sure. There's 1, 2, and 3. Well, give a lot of credit to Chick Donovan for the effort put forth here, and he almost pulled off the upset. But at the end of the day, Jimmy Garvin was able to weather the storm and come back and get the victory. There were some mistakes made, but I am sure Precious will work on that. Here we take a look at him using those ropes for added leverage. I'm surprised Chick Donovan was able to kick out of that one. Here, take a look at that brainbuster. My goodness, brings him straight down on top of his head. Big win for gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. We'll be back with more from the Showboat. Stay with us.
Actually watched a little bit of AEW, not a lot. Just enough to remind me why I don't watch it. Oh, this is already funny. Just the headline. The list of moves and actions that are now banned from AEW or need to be approved by the company.
Maybe that's why Nash is pissed off, because he went for Brock and Austin and not try to duplicate him.
Well, it'd be easier to duplicate him. You only have to learn 5 moves.
Like you said, and we've all been saying, Tony Khan, you need a hierarchy, and he gets one, and then we make fun of it.
Because he's sitting back there talking about the Brock match, and it's finally we had a wrestling match. Finally, we got 2 guys telling a story. They weren't outside the ring the whole time. One of them
was he not watching the same match as we were?
Yeah, those games, man, I would say, like, for me, like, the best ones, I would say, are, like, the ones where they try to get a certain, like, time.
This is my entire IT team right here on screen, everybody.
All right, we are back once again, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Las Vegas, the Showboat Sports Pavilion, as we take a look at Larry Zbyszko. The living legend himself. As we mentioned at the start of the program, he'll be going up against a young up-and-coming talent, second-generation wrestling star in Curt Hennig. Of course, his father, Larry the Axe Hennig, had quite the reputation for himself here in the AWA. Well, the living legend said that he is going to be the one that takes the championship from Rick Martell. Rick Martell is a marked man. Everybody in the roster pretty much looking to get their opportunity to take the championship title away from them, but that's what being the champion is all about. As we take a look at this youngster, Curt Hennig. A lot of upside in this young man based on what we've seen already. Tremendously talented. Not at all worried about going into the high-flying antics of professional wrestling. And then later on tonight, as we mentioned earlier, we're going to see the AWA World Heavyweight Champion Rick Martell going up against Nick Bockwinkel in a one-on-one match, non-title. Only the biggest and the best here at the Showboat. This young man has really grown popular with the fans here. This is going to be a tremendous opportunity for him. Getting in the ring with someone like the Living Legend. Not a nickname that he gets easily. It's one that he has earned over the many years. Of course, legendary feud with Bruno Sammartino. There's a big suplex. Takes him all the way up and over. Hennig going to work on the arm. There's a scoop and a slam. Down goes the Living Legend. Early on, Hennig doing a good job of getting the attention. Well, very similar to what we saw in the last match, but I have a funny feeling Larry Zbyszko is going to make a good comeback. We'll find out. Off the ropes he comes. Went for the dropkick, did Hennig, and Zbyszko was ready. Shoots him to the ropes now. Back out front. Shoulder tackle. Down goes Curt Hennig. Oh, nice move right there. Caught the leg of Larry Zbyszko and takes him down. The Living Legend a little surprised by that one. Going for a belly-to-belly, but Curt Hennig with an elbow right to the head to break it up. Zbyszko's going to have to start coming up with another game plan because so far Hennig's, it's like he's been reading the playbook in advance. Zbyszko now going up to that middle rope. Hennig coming up with using the ropes to get back up to his feet. And look at Larry just staring him down. Drapes him over the middle rope, and now what's he going to do here? Zbyszko driving the knee right into the upper chest, almost into the throat of Curt Hennig. Once again, that variation of the arm drag using the leg to take Larry Zbyszko down. Nice Russian leg sweep by the youngster, and now Zbyszko in trouble. Follows it up with an elbow drop. And it's Hennig on the middle rope. Oh, this crowd cheering him on. Hennig went for that missile drop kick. He's ended matches with that one. Zbyszko might be out, we'll see. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. This will be a massive upset. And Zbyszko kicks out on one. Another drop kick by Hennig, this time to the back and the shoulders. Stretching Larry Zbyszko right in front of the referee, and now Zbyszko looks just a little bit perturbed. Not happy at all with the way things going here. I think he figured it was going to be a much easier night with the youngster. Big right hand finds its mark in the midsection, and Zbyszko comes back up with a clothesline. And now Hennig once again using the ropes to try and get back up to his feet, but Zbyszko's going to keep him down. Drags Hennig away from the ropes. What's he got in mind here? Oh, plants a boot to the midsection. That was awfully close to the borderline, but it looked good from here. Sets him up for a suplex. Nicely done, and the Living Legend starting to reclaim this match. Crowd not too happy about the way things are going now, and Zbyszko with that corkscrew neckbreaker. Tip of the hat from the Living Legend, who goes right to the eyes of Curt Hennig. Oh, look at this. A handful, and Hennig fighting back out. Snapmare Zbyszko, and let's see what Hennig's got in mind here. Nice neck snap. That's going to do some damage, and now Curt Hennig showing the crowd he's still in this. Larry Zbyszko crawling towards the corner. What's Hennig going to do here? Oh, he's looking for a suplex. Nice reversal by Larry Zbyszko. Northern Light suplex, almost went for a pin out of that, but now Zbyszko just waiting his moment. Has him up. This could be a pile driver. That might be all she wrote for young Curt Hennig. Zbyszko covers him, hooks the leg. Referee is in position. Let's see if that's enough. Hennig got a shoulder up on two. Zbyszko not happy with the official on that one. Feels that that was a slow count. I would say that was a very good cadence. Zbyszko going to work on the arm. It's been a back and forth match right now. The living legend knows that he is just one move away from victory. The experience right now, in my opinion, is going to be the determining factor as Zbyszko rakes the eyes. Nice move by Hennig to get out of the grasp. And Zbyszko able to match him hold for hold. There's a chop block to the knee. Zbyszko covers, doesn't hook the leg. And able to kick out on two is Curt Hennig. Now, Curt Hennig might be what we consider a youngster in the world of professional wrestling, but he has a very outstanding amateur background. Highly successful, and that grappling style has done him well here in the world of professional wrestling. Snapmare takes him over. Now Zbyszko back in control. Look at him twisting the head and the neck. Hennig working his way back up to a vertical base. There's a right hand to the midsection and a big right hand to the jaw. Zbyszko sends him into the turnbuckle. Follows him in with a double axe handle. And now drops him head first into that turnbuckle. Zbyszko down for the cover again, and this time he gets him. Well, that was a physical battle, no two ways about it. Larry Zbyszko pulling out the victory here tonight. Fans, when we come back, Rick Martell, the AWA World Heavyweight Champion, will be in action against Nick Bockwinkel. You're not going to want to miss that one. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Come on. Zbyszko's not done. We are. We're going to commercial.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for checking out the Nation Network. While you're at it, why don't you check out our sister channel, All Night Gaming. A little bit of everything from old school to new school. Once the final bell rings, jump over to All Night Gaming and join us where the fun never ends. Wrestling fans, right after this program is done, enter the danger zone. Jump over and check out J-Rock 73. Tell him Vince sent you.
All right, fans, while we were gone, Stanley Blackbird in the back said that the Road Warriors have just left an open contract. They have gone through all of the opposition here in the AWA, and they said, we want anyone who's got it, what it takes to step into the ring with us here tonight. We're going to find out if there's any takers at all, but here comes Precious Paul Ellering with the AWA World Tag Team Champions, the Road Warriors. Hawk and Animal, they have been a force of destruction. Ellering Ellering has his team well trained, well scouted, and ready for anything. They're so confident they're willing to go up against an unknown entity here tonight. Once again, the tag team title's not on the line as they don't even know who their opponents will be, if there will be opponents. I can think of a lot of teams in the back that don't want to get in the ring with the Road Warriors, and I don't blame them. Take a look at those tag team championship belts proudly worn by Hawk and Animal. Oh, now the million-dollar question is, does anybody... Oh, take a look at this! Greg Gagne, Jim Brunzell, the High Flyers are going to take them up on the offer. Oh, there's a surprise, no doubt about it. Well, the High Flyers, they are definitely one of the top teams here in the AWA. Do they have what it takes to beat the Road Warriors is the question, and we'll find the answer to that out in just a few moments. Bell sounds, and look at this, the Road Warrior Animal coming across the ring, wasting no time at all as he attacks Greg Gagne. Talk about outstanding amateur wrestling backgrounds earlier tonight. We've got to talk about Greg Gagne. You don't carry the name Gagne without being a top-notch amateur wrestler, and he has a high school career and into the collegiate level, and he's proven time and time again that he can out-wrestle anyone, but this is the professionals. There are a lot of maneuvers you can do here in the world of professional wrestling that would be outlawed in the amateur rank. And I dare say that the Road Warriors know all of them. Nice move from behind, clothesline by Gagne, takes Animal down. While I admire the confidence of the Road Warriors to leave an open contract challenge, when you're the champions, I believe it's in your best interest to know who your opponents will be each and every night. Gagne doing a heck of a job right now, going to the arm, and now here comes Hawk. Oh, Gagne fights off Hawk, but got caught from behind, and the Animal takes advantage of that distraction. Hawk did exactly what he wanted to do in distracting Greg Gagne. And now he's in the wrong part of town. Here could be, I thought we were going to see a double team perhaps. Animal hammering down on him. Unloading with a bunch of heavy right hands to the head of Greg Gagne. Tag is made, and here comes Hawk. Gagne desperately trying to make the tag, and he does. And Jim Brunzell comes up in a clothesline. A forearm shot to the head, and Hawk is reeling. Another clothesline. And now Paul Ellering distracting Brunzell and opens up an opportunity for Road Warrior Hawk. Irish whip is reversed. Hawk goes into the turnbuckle. Following him in, Jim Brunzell with a clothesline of his own. Jumping Jim Brunzell possesses the most devastating dropkick I've ever seen in professional wrestling ever. If he can land that on the Road Warriors, either one of them, the match may be over. I'll tell you right now, I think on paper, most people would give the advantage to the Road Warriors. I believe here in Vegas, the odds makers would give the match to the Road Warriors. But there are certain things that you just can't really account for in statistics, and I believe talent and heart might be enough to carry the High Flyers to a massive victory here tonight. As Hawk has him up in the air, what's he going to do with him? Brunzell fights out of the grasp, and now let's see what he's got in mind. Nice backbreaker. Drops him down across the knee. And again, some words. If you're here at ringside with Paul Ellering, Jim Brunzell's got to stop paying attention to that man. And there's a drop kick by Hawk. Ellering, what's he doing? He's gone under the ring. He's put a steel chair into the ring. And now Animal is up and down with a gutbuster. Both of these teams I would consider to be tag team specialists, although thus far neither one has really shown that here tonight. It's been a lot of one-on-one off the ropes, and Brunzell apparently had a different idea in mind. Perhaps he didn't like what he saw. Into the corner he goes, and now let's see what happens here. Irish whip. Animal goes into his own corner. Brunzell follows him in with a clothesline. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. Let's see. One, and Animal kicks out and makes it look easy. Drops him right on his head, and Brunzell is in control. Hooks the leg one more time. Doesn't even get the one count. Now Logan Gagne trying to get in there and get a piece of Hawk. Brunzell raining those elbows right into the shoulder, and again getting too close to the corner. Hawk has got him. Oh my goodness! Suplexed him all the way out to the concrete floor, and Brunzell's in trouble. The outside distraction, that is Paul Ellering, led to one of the most devastating maneuvers I've ever seen. He suplexed that man all the way out to the floor. That's a good 7 foot on the most unforgiving surface you can possibly land on. Road Warriors are in total control now. Animal has him up overhead, slams him hard to the canvas. Here's the Irish whip, sends him in. Oh, look at this. Brunzell turns the tables. Tag is made, and now the Road Warrior Hawk will come back in, and he is met with a big right hand. Didn't like that at all. Savant kick upside the head. Once again, the Irish whip sends him in. Nobody home, and Hawk just rang the bell. Gonna try it again. Tag is made. Let's see what he's got in mind here. Oh, this could be it. The doomsday device. Brunzell is in trouble. Rolls him over. Cover. Hooks the leg. It's one. Save made by Greg Gagne. This one would have been finished. And now Gagne sent crashing out to the floor. Well, the referee having a tough time in this match. A lot of chaos going on here. A lot of outside distractions going on. Greg Gagne back up on the apron now. He needs to get tagged in because Jim Brunzell has been in there way too long and has absorbed way too much punishment. There's a tag made to Hawk. I don't think Brunzell knows where he's at. Stiff forearm shot right there. Nice arm drag by Brunzell. At least buys him a moment. Let's see what else he's got up his sleeve. Suplex. And again, Brunzell being distracted. Oh, Jim Brunzell is just not understanding that you've got to leave the outside stuff outside. Once again, Hawk taking full advantage and sends Brunzell over the top rope, crashing hard to the floor here. Brunzell attacks the leg of Road Warrior Hawk. Went for that drop kick, wasn't able to connect with it. Referees continues the count. They need to pay attention if they don't want to get a count out here. Brunzell drops the leg right across the throat. And there's a DDT. Both men are down. Brunzell crawling over. He needs to make the tag. And now goes for the cover on Hawk. Animal is right there, though, to make an easy save. And now look at this. Greg Gagne going for a belly-to-belly. That doesn't happen. What a shot right there by Hawk. Big elbow. The Road Warriors looking pretty good right now. From that middle rope, he comes off, drives the elbow right to the chest, and this match is over if he goes for the cover. Tag is made. Animal comes back in. Road Warriors have been given a little bit of a challenge here tonight, but overall, I'd have to say they are the dominant force. Oh, there's a big elbow, and he is bleeding. Animal has been busted open. I may have spoken just a little too soon. Brunzell now pulls him away from the ropes, thinks he might have done enough damage. Referee busy outside the ring, and now we've got Chaos. Gagne taking out Hawk. Northern Lights suplex couldn't cover. Brunzell. He's got him up. And now Animal suplexed. Paul Ellering trying to get Hawk back up before it's too late. Animal charging clothesline into the corner, and Brunzell still unable to tag out. He's been in there way too long. Knee right between the shoulder blades. Jim Brunzell is in a world of trouble. Hawk still down on the floor. He may have been seriously injured. Big right hand finds the midsection by Brunzell. Drops him on his head once again. Both men down. Referee might start a count on both of them. Nobody moving in this one, and the blood now is really streaming down the face of the Road Warrior. Somehow Animal able to get back. Well, not up. I won't say he's up, but he's moving. Crawling is more like it. And now falls down for the cover. Let's see if that's enough. There's one. There's two. And Brunzell comes out the back. We see Hawk in the corner, and he's not looking so good either. Meantime, Greg Gagne just dying to get tagged into this match. A bloody Animal has him up. Couldn't hold him. Belly to belly suplex. Perfectly executed right there by Jim Brunzell. That blood streaming down the face of the Road Warrior. And now the elbows raining right down into that open wound. Animal doesn't have a clue where he is right now. Up across the shoulders. What is he going to do with them? That sit-out slam nicely executed. Drags him all the way over to the corner. Will he finally make the tag? No. But look at Gagne is there in time perhaps to make the save. There's two. And he got a shoulder up. Gagne had made the save, intercepting Hawk. Animal had to get it done on his own, and he did. What's it going to take to get a winner in this one? I've got no idea, but they are both putting it all out there. Overhead press, and down goes Brunzell. At the end of the day, if the Road Warriors end up winning this match, I would have to say it's because Brunzell was unable to tag out. Cutting the ring in half is a big part of the game, and that is exactly what the Road Warriors have been able to do here tonight. Into the turnbuckle. And now charging out with a bulldog. And Brunzell has been busted open. Nice leapfrog. Brunzell comes out the back door. We've got a couple of wounded warriors going here, but they are not stopping. Brunzell dropping the animal. Head first. Goes for a cover once again. Referee is distracted by Paul Ellering. Precious Paul Ellering really starting to get on the nerves, I believe, of Jim Brunzell, but Brunzell just continues to not learn from his mistakes. Finally, he'll make the tag. Yes. Greg Gagne is in there. Animal hasn't made the tag out yet, but he does. And we've got the two freshmen in. I don't know that Brunzell or Animal will be any good to anyone the rest of the night. Look at him pull back of the arm. Animal watching as Hawk rides in pain. Well, that's where that amateur background comes in. Did you see how Greg Gagne got in position for that arm bar? Here's a tag made. Double team coming up by the Road Warriors. Send them to the ropes. Double elbows. Gagne not sure where he is right now. Power slam. Hook and a leg. That should be enough. There's one. There's two. And make it three. What a victory for the Road Warriors here tonight. Well, when you want to leave an open contract, you never know what you're going to get. And they got a lot more fight than they expected. Hold on just a moment. They're not done yet. They're doing some further damage to Brunzell. They kicked Gagne out of the ring. This is ridiculous. There is no call for this. Fans will be back in just a moment.
So my entire life, I knew that I always wanted to be able to give back and help others, especially financially, because that's something that I never really had. And around the same time that I found Camper, I got my first big YouTube paycheck of $7,000. So I decided at that point I would start Camper Cares, a charity project inspired by Camper to help animals, families, and fosters. And so Camper Cares was born, and every month since we have been donating a part of our ad revenue to animals, families, and fosters in need. Today we are at Underdog Rescue in Moab. Underdog services the Four Corners area in Navajo Nation. It is a really special area that needs constant help and attention. Recently, the median household income here is $20,000. Unemployment rate is near 50%, and around 1/3 of the homes don't even have running water or electricity. Not only that, there are stray dogs everywhere. Just in Navajo Nation, there are 250,000 stray dogs. And in the Four Corners area, around 500,000 stray animals. The worst part is the life expectancy of a res dog is only 2 years old due to the lack of food and water, the harsh elements, predators, and life-threatening injuries. So I am so thankful for rescues like Underdog, especially because there are 4 other shelters in this region, but they are high kill shelters, and 93% of those animals in there are killed. Not to mention, there are only 2 vets serving the entire Navajo Nation. This area needs our help. I am so thankful for rescues like Underdog, who are doing such amazing and important work. They really, truly deserve it all. And thank you so much to all of you for making this possible and for making my dreams come true. And just by watching, making a dent in this big problem.
All right, well, Camper got a hold of my credit card last night. You want to show him what we got him? We got you guys. I'm so excited. 1,000 pounds of dog food. Except one catch. You guys got to help me on that. 1,000 pounds of dog food will last this rescue about 1 month. So let's just say we need a lot more. So if you want to help, I'm going to put some information in the description with an address where you can send it or a link where you could just get it on Amazon. But at least we got a month down. All loaded up.
right, fans, time for our main event, and I've just been informed that there's been a last-minute change. It will actually be Ray the Crippler Stevens going up against Rick Martell. Nick Bockwinkel and Bobby the Brain Heenan will be in the corner. So a little bit of a curveball there. I wonder how that might affect Rick Martell, who was originally planning to go up against Nick Bockwinkel. Granted, this is a non-title match. But as we just saw a little while ago, that doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. The Heenan family standing strong right here in the middle of the Showboat Sports Pavilion in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ray the Crippler Stevens, and that's a name that he has earned. As we take a look at the AWA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Rick Martell. He proudly wears that heavyweight championship to the ring. It wasn't easy getting the title, but I think he's already found out it's a lot harder to maintain that title when everyone is nipping at your heels. Calls for the bell, and here we go as these two men meet in the middle of the squared circle. Right away, look at this. Stevens using the ropes to gain the advantage. Nick Bockwinkel very happy with what he's seen out of that, but look at this. Martell turns it around with a shoulder tackle. Has him in a front face lock. Let's see what Rick Martell's going to do here. Gutbuster, nicely done. The Crippler Ray Stevens feeling that. Doesn't feel too happy about it either. Boot to the midsection. I'll take it back to the leg, and now what's Martell going to do here? Went for that cross body block that he ends a lot of matches with, but Stevens well scouted. Whether you like him or not, Bobby the Brain Heenan has his men prepared when they get into combat. It would have been a quick night right there for Rick Martell if he'd have hit with that one. Stevens with a suplex. Martell's feet got caught up in the ropes, bringing all the weight down right on the back of his head and neck. And the champion right now is dazed. Brings up the boot, and he caught him. And now look at this. From outside the ring, Nick Bockwinkel attacks, and the referee is going to call for the bell. They're going after Martell here on the floor. You've got to be kidding me. Fans, that's it for this week. We'll see you next time for more AWA Wrestling.